Good morning, children. Today we will discuss about chapter 2 acids, bases, and salts, part 2. Now let's start. Today we will discuss the chemical properties of acids and base. So, one by one, we will take these properties of acids and base. Okay, this is the first property of acids and base. When when an acid react with a metal, it always gives salt and hydrogen gas. Okay, there is an example when acid H2SO4 sulfuric acid, it is a strong acid, react with a metal zinc, it give zinc sulfate, a salt and hydrogen gas. In the same way, you see when a base react with a metal, it gives salt and hydrogen gas. NaOH, their example, when NaOH, a strong base, react with zinc, a metal, it give a salt sodium zincate with the elimination of hydrogen gas. In both the cases, what do we observe that hydrogen gas is released and salt is formed. So now let's check the presence of hydrogen gas. How will we check the presence of hydrogen gas? Test for hydrogen gas. Okay, this is a setup. This is a setup to check the presence of hydrogen gas. Look at this setup. There is a test tube containing dilute sulfuric acid, and when we put some granules of zinc in this dilute sulfuric acid, a gas is formed in this test tube. Okay, now we collect this gas through this delivery tube in the soap solution. When this gas passes through this soap solution, the soap bubble will form. And these, when we bring a candle near this soap bubble bursting with a pop sound. Okay, this indicate that these soap bubble containing hydrogen gas, because the pop sound, the pop sound is a characteristic feature of hydrogen gas. When we bring the candle near these soap bubbles, it bursts with a pop sound, means these soap bubble having hydrogen gas. Okay, so this is a test of hydrogen gas. Next, when a metal carbonate and hydrogen metal carbonate react with acid. Okay, acid react with metal carbonate, it always gives salt, carbon dioxide and water. When acid react with metal hydrogen carbonate, it always give salt, carbon dioxide and water. In both the cases, almost same product are formed. Here salt is formed and carbon dioxide and water is formed. Okay, but in case of bases, metal carbonate and metal hydrogen carbonate both do not react with metal carbonate or metal hydrogen carbonate. Okay, now in both the cases carbon dioxide gas is released. Now let's check the presence of carbon dioxide, or how will you test the presence of carbon dioxide, testing of carbon dioxide. Okay, so there is a setup in you see in this, a test tube is there. In this test tube you see dilute sulfuric acid is there. Dilute hydrochloric acid, HCl, is there. And when we put the sodium carbonate, means this sodium carbonate, this test tube, a gas will form in the test tube, and again we collect this gas through this delivery pipe in this test. Again, second test tube already contain calcium hydroxide solution, means lime water solution. This lime water solution is transparent type of solution. When we pass this gas through this transparent solution of lime water, it will change into milky color solution of calcium carbonate having white PPT. Okay, this indicate that this gas is carbon dioxide. This indicate that this gas released here is carbon dioxide. Then again, when we excess amount of CO2 is passed through this, a calcium hydrogen carbonate is formed. Okay. Next, reaction of acids and base with each other. When acid and base both react with each other, what will happen? When acid and base react, they will give salt and water. They will always give salt and water. There is an example, it is HCl, this is NaOH. Both are, it is strong acid, it is strong base. When both react, salt NaCl, sodium chloride and water is formed. This type of reaction in which acid and base react to form salt and water is called neutralization reaction. It's called neutralization reaction. It is a neutralization reaction between acid and base to give salt and water is known as neutralization reaction. In this reaction, what happen when we put acid in with base, acid nullify the effect of base and base nullify the effect of acid. Okay, and salt and water formed. In both the cases, what will happen? It involve H plus and OH minus ion to generate water. Means when an acid H plus ion released by acid and OH minus ion released by base, and they both combine together, it give water. Okay, this is called neutralization reaction. Next, reaction of metallic oxide with acid. When a metallic oxide react with acid, it gives salt and water. Metallic oxide means this like MgO. MgO is a metallic oxide. Metallic oxide actually, these are basic in nature. When they react with acid, they give salt and water. Okay, it means you see here, it is basic in nature. It is acid plus base equal to salt plus water. It is also a neutralization reaction. Okay, the next case, reaction of non-metallic oxide with base. Non-metal oxide, we know that these are acidic in nature. Okay, when an acidic oxide react with base, means an acid react with base, it gives salt and water. Again, it is neutralization reaction. There is an example, carbon dioxide, CO2, it is acidic in nature, and CaOH whole twice, calcium hydroxide, it is basic in nature, and both react to form calcium carbonate with the elimination of water. Okay, this reaction we already discussed in the previous slides, and we check the presence of carbon dioxide. Okay, next, what do all acids and base have in common? Acids and base में common क्या होता है? What is the common thing in acids and base? Okay, all acids have hydrogen ion and all base have hydroxide ion. These hydrogen ion is responsible for acidic properties, and these OH ions is responsible for the basic nature of the thing or solution. Okay, next property, acids and base in water solution. When acid or base add in water, what will happen? Okay, when an acid add in water, it give hydronium ion. it give hydronium ion. This is hydronium ion. This is hydronium ion. Okay, what is hydronium ion? Actually when acid add in water, it give hydrogen ion. It give hydrogen ion. This hydrogen ion, this hydrogen ion, this hydrogen ion react with the water, give hydronium ion. This hydrogen ion is the responsible for the acidic nature of the solution or substances. Okay, H plus ion cannot exist alone. It cannot exist alone. It always exists as H3O plus, means hydronium ions, or we can also say that it is H plus aqueous ions. H plus aqueous ion means hydrogen ion in aqueous, means water. It is hydronium ion. Both are same things. This is and this is both are same things. Okay, now when base dissolve in water, they give OH minus ion. When base dissolve in water, they give OH minus ion. Okay, there is a strong base NaOH dissolve in water, it gives sodium plus and OH minus. And in the same way, when potassium hydroxide add in water, it give potassium ion and OH minus ion. When magnesium hydroxide is added in water, it give magnesium 2 plus ion and OH minus ion. Okay, in all these cases, in all three cases, OH ion is released, means all are bases. Means whenever an base is dissolved in water, it give hydroxide ion. Okay, all base which dissolve, we all know it is a character. We all know that when all those bases which dissolve in water completely are called alkalis. We are called alkalis. Okay, so now when we add acid to water, we should take precautions, because when we add acid to water, it is a very exothermic type of reaction. It is very exothermic reaction. A lot of heat is generated, evolved in this reaction when we add acid to water. Okay, it is a exothermic reaction. When we add water to an acid, when we add water to an acid, concentrated acid, the heat generated may cause mixture to splash. The heat generated here cause mixture to splash. Okay, and splash out and may cause burn. It is very harmful. Okay, or sometime the container maybe break due to excessive heating. Okay. Okay, so these are all about as chemical properties of acids and base. Hope you understand. If you have any queries, any doubts, you can ask in the comment section. Okay, thank you.